Welcome to Obstacle Running Adventures.
Over the last 7 years, we have consistently released weekly episodes focusing on
obstacle course racing, running, and other adventures.
You'll hear interviews, event recaps, conversations about our sport,
quick news updates about happenings in our community.
And now, here are your hosts,
Standing on the corner,
Michael Stefano and Caitlin Ritter.
Hey guys, it's Michael Stefano.
And Caitlin Ritter. And Mikey, how was your weekend?
Pretty good. It took a few weeks, but my mental health is doing pretty good again. I hired a coach, and I plan to make some more changes to try and help keep it that way. Also, today we did some Mexican train game with the family, which was fun. How was your weekend?
It was good. Yesterday, I did not go to Savage Race. I stayed home and
Slept in,
finished a show I wanted to finish, and I learned how to make laminated stickers on my Cricut.
Ooh, you said watch the show that you wanted to finish.
Yes.
Didn't you hate watch it?
Yes. I had 3 episodes left, and I just kept saying, is this show ever going to end?
That's how I am with some podcasts still that I listen to. Not many, but some of them I'm just like, I don't really want to listen to this episode. I'm getting better at that.
Good. I just feel like
OCD.
once I start a show, I have to finish.
Right. Let's give a shout out to our sponsors.
Shout out Mudgear, use code ADVENTURE for 15% off your next Mudgear purchase, and Caterpie, use code OCR Report 20 for 20% off your next Caterpie purchase.
Yeah, and speaking of Caterpie, they recently started doing a phone strap product that I pre-ordered. We'll see how that goes. I think it's pretty interesting. They have a wrist one, which I think makes more sense, and then they have like a full body one, which I think is
like a necklace?
A little much. Yeah, kind of like a necklace, but this one's more like a bracelet, which I think is kind of cool. I think that would be good for like Beer Olympics or something. Like, oh, where's my phone? Because how many times do I say that when I'm missing it? But yeah, so they're trying to do other products, so good for them.
You should get the necklace one to match your little nerdy passport thing that you have.
Oh, that's something my mom had when she went to Europe. It's like something to wear under your shirt and stuff. You laugh. We're going to Italy. People get robbed at Italy all the time. They're
robbed or like pickpocketed?
Pickpocketed. Oh, I guess rob.
Like rob I imagine being like...
is violence.
Yes.
Theft is...
Stolen.
Yes, fair. And let's give a shout out to our Patreon supporters. It's the first episode of the month, so it's the $3+ supporters.
Jason Dupree, Samantha Thompson, Matt Putton, Bradley Keel, Charlotte Engelman, Aaron Grindstaff, Kenny West, Cheryl Miller, Jessica Johnson, Laura and Stephen Ritter, Hank and Arlene Stefano, Nick Riker, Christopher Hoover, Kevin Gregory, Evan Irick, Ashley Rice, Brent George, Justin Manning.
Good, took you a minute. Literally.
Logan Nagel, Angela Bowers, Asa Coddington, and Thomas Peterson.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for the support. Greatly appreciate it. And shout out to the OCR report for being a great home for us on the internet, and to Will Hicks,
the Podfather.
Check it out over at theocrreport.com. And thanks to Jason, who helped me get my Savage registration for this weekend. And a shout out to our sponsored athletes:
Javier Escobar, Kelly Sullivan, Ryan Brizzalara, and Joshua Reed.
Yeah, Kelly Sullivan, who I actually went, the 99 I went to was in Gardner, Massachusetts, which I'm pretty sure is where she's from. And Joshua Reed is my new coach. I haven't started yet, but looking forward to that. Let's get to some poll results. This was posted on Sunday last week, but I didn't forget it, especially since I put it on the notes, so I wouldn't forget it. But we said, thoughts on World's Toughest Mudder location. 53% of people said yay, 27% of people said boo, and 20% of people said I don't care. And we talked about this last week. I am excited about the location, bummed out about the date.
Hopefully we can go.
It's not looking likely. It depends on that wedding.
So. Oh, did they finalize it?
Not yet, but...
Are they closed?
I cannot do both. I cannot get to from England and all the way to Colorado, so that's a bummer. I have to go to the wedding. It'll be the second one I miss because of a wedding. Damn weddings.
Okay, but our wedding makes sense.
Yeah, that's fair.
And you picked our wedding date.
That's true. It's on me. And let's do some quick news, starting with Boulder Dash. If you could pull that up, they announced that they are having their final event. We meant to talk about this last weekend, but I got lost in the shuffle of all the quick news stories that I have on my phone.
Says, good morning, everyone. Yes, we did send an email this morning announcing September 8th will be our last OCR, but we are still proudly holding Doggy Dash 2024 in October. I was asked why. You all deserve to understand too, so here's my reply. Truth, I'm old. The physicality of producing the events...
Physicality?
Yeah.
Yep.
Of producing the events is a lot. I recently went back into my old line of work, working in the field of substance use disorder. This was always my exit plan. It just doesn't make sense to push it off. I work full time. I teach in a couple of gyms. I'm still running the nonprofit Find Your Bold.
Yeah, so the full news story, click down below. But this hits us pretty hard. This is up there, not quite with Fit Challenge, but pretty up there. I mean, we just covered the last Viking obstacle race last weekend, and that's a huge impact too, but that's also like 3 hours away. Boulder Dash is only an hour away, and they've been around since 2011, and they have like the All Abilities team. We've helped out with like Nina with cerebral palsy, get out of her chair, go over the walls. So it's not entirely unexpected. Numbers have been down. I continue to volunteer, and every year I'm like, that's it. Those are all the people that cross this obstacle. And so September, I plan to be there. I hope. I'm missing out on some of the things, but I want to be there and try to make sure it goes out, not in a whimper. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. But I understand. For the next news story, I wanted to give a shout out to Ryan McGowan. This is another news story I meant to talk about a couple weeks ago. So he posted on July 19th, for the 16th time in my life, I made it across from Newport to Jamestown. It's one of my favorite days of the year, and I plan to do this swim every year that I possibly can. Thank you for helping raise funds for Save the Bay, Narragansett Bay, which, I don't know how far that is, but that's pretty amazing. He's a badass. He's the head of, was it Laid Back Fitness, I believe? So congratulations to him and for doing it for a good cause. It's pretty awesome. Next up, I want to talk about Logan Broadbent, who is, I believe, once again, Boomerang World Champion.
Logan posted, proud to announce I won the 2024 World Boomerang Championship. The World Cup is held every 2 years after finishing second in 2016, second in 2018, a COVID cancellation in 2020, and finishing third in 2022. This win was a huge honor and relief.
Yeah, congratulations to him. And if you're listening, hope to throw some boomerangs with you the next time you're in our area. That'd be great.
Oh, I love how he signs his thing.
Many happy returns?
Yes.
Yeah, that's how he signed, I have it somewhere, the paper that he gave us with all the boomerangs. Many happy returns. I love that. Next shout out goes to another epic athlete, Annie Doobie, who posted ankle surgery day after riding a wild roller coaster of emotions the past few weeks. Uncertainty, panic, confusion, anger, fear, frustration, sadness, relief. Today just feels like another big race day. Nervous and jittery, but also very ready and hopeful. She's dealt with ankle pain for varying degrees for a while now, but something felt different, wrong in early June. She limped her way through GoPro games. Oh, I didn't know she did that. Wincing in pain, and it never seemed to recover after that. So, again, it goes on for a while. Click down below to hear a little bit more. But best of luck to Annie Doobie, and hopefully she gets back to mountain running and crushing everything like she was before shortly. Next news story, I want to give a shout out to OFX Podcast, who just hit episode 200. They had their episode with Dylan Scott, who's an absolute machine. He won the the Deca Ultra, which for some reason the OC Report never posted about. That'd be pretty cool to get that out there. Just seems like an awesome dude. I've reached out to him about something. I'm like, I hope to meet you one day. He's like, hey, we have met at OCRWC. I'm like, I'm so sorry.
Oh, that happened to you recently.
Oh, that happened to me at Savage, too. I was talking to Jessica. I'm like, hey, we never really met. And she's like, oh, yeah, you did. You had a big beard. And I'm like, that sounds like me. But, yeah, so he said, like, hey, no problem, because that weekend is an absolute blur, or was when I was able to go there. And, yeah. So shout out to Dave and Bethany, but mostly Dave. I think he's really the heart of the show. He does a lot of episodes without Bethany, but she definitely brings something to the table too.
Oh, like you and me.
Exactly. That's kind of how I view it. If you were an elite athlete, because she is. And I went to call him on the way back from Savage, and I'm like, oh, I don't have your number. So I just kind of made a video and sent it to him. And he said it meant a lot, and it meant a lot that my opinion meant a lot to him, you know?
Yeah.
So congratulations to him. Go check out that show.
I'm glad those big beard days are over.
Yeah. I mean, I might come back in the winter. We'll see. Sometimes I have to care about what I look like. Next news story.
I always care about what you look like.
Signe Caroline Colstow said, happy to have taken the win at Navy race today in a fast women's field. I had my doubts before the race, but just went for it and it paid off. Note to self, don't talk yourself down. You never know what might happen. Congratulations to her. Now we're going to get on over to podiums, starting with the Spartan Asheville Super Podiums.
For men, in third place, Samuel Harris. In second place, Adam Baylor. And in first place, Kevin Thompson. For the women, in third place, Chris Sofode. In second place...
Swafford?
Yeah.
Maybe? Yeah.
In second place, Elise McClinnick. And in first place, Sabrina Bolhiger.
Yeah, I don't remember how to say her name, but didn't we just recently have her on? I heard something about her recently, I can't remember. And next up is Savage Boston podiums.
For men, in third place, Brett Mazza. In second place, Lawrence Taylor. And in first place, Ken Corigliano.
Corigliano, yep. Air Force Ken.
For the women, in third place, Amy Egashira. In second place, Kimberly Rheaume.
That's a tough one. Also, the one before that is Egashira.
Oh. And in first place, Emily Chiang.
Yeah, we had the chance to talk to all of those athletes. And then one more, the Spartan Asheville sprint podiums.
In third place, Brant Boggs. Do you think he's related to bog bags? In second place, Cole DeRosa. And in first place, Kevin Thompson.
For those that don't get the joke, bog bags, I apologize if you have one because they are ugly and expensive. It's like Crocs.
It's like a Croc beach bag.
Yeah, it's like, we did the math and we saw like over $1,000 worth of bog bags at the beach.
Yes.
Dumb.
And then for the women, in third place, Chris
Swafford.
In second place, Elise McClintock.
There's a T in there, right? McClintock? I believe so.
And first place, Sabrina Bolhiger.
That's not fun. Oh, duh, she's the one that was at, she was at City Field. And I met, she won
Every
City
time
Field. Yeah.
I see that, I want to say Baumberger.
I don't
remember. Is that his last name? Kevin Baumberger?
I do not know what you're talking
From
about.
The Office.
Oh, Baumgartner.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Now that I've gotten really off topic.
That's all of them, right?
Well, and then there's the Spartan Mexican National Series.
Oh, did that one just get posted?
4 hours ago.
Oh. Okay, not when I did start doing the notes. Okay.
So it's the Beast at USA, because I don't want to be offensive.
Oh, wow. At the Heroico Colegio Militar in CDMX, Mexico.
I'm going to butcher all of these names. For men, in third place, Angel Quintero. In second place, Eugenio Godinez. And first place, Sirio Perez Barragon. And for the women, in third place, Barbara Carolina Reyes Perez. In second place, Carmen Dominguez.
Oh.
Rivera. And in first place, Dulce Vasquez Flores.
Yeah.
I try. Oh, look.
What?
There's like a little mascot dude.
Oh, that's cool. Then there's 5 secret links. You can go down and check those out. But let's finally get to what this episode is all about. It somehow snuck up on me this year, but I made it out to the Boston Savage Race, which I've only missed a few times. I say like a couple times. Last year for the Beer Olympics that I host, and I don't remember why I missed it the time before that. But I did finish line interviews with Ken Corigliano, Brett Mazza, Grant Bercik, Lawrence Taylor, Darran Hazebrouck, Mario Valentin, Emily Chiang, and Kimberly Rheaume, Amy Egashira, Megan Beck, and Cassandra Gill. There's 37 and a half minutes of that, and some venue interviews. So 5 Hour Energy, Prospect Acres, Javier Gutierrez, and Stone Cow Brewery. There's 11 minutes of that. And I did all that before running/walking the Blitz course with Jimmy, and I'll give a little bit of a recap of that in the outro, and I hope I don't forget about that. Just add it to the notes, and I won't forget about that. But let's get to those interviews. Name and where you're from.
This is Air Force Ken, and I currently live in Virginia, just right outside of D.C.
Awesome. And how did you do today at Barry, Mass?
I did really, really well. I'm very proud of myself. Just happened to be the best one who showed up, or had the best performance of the day.
How was the course out there this year?
Oh, dude, it was gnarly. Like, it was so muddy. One of the muddiest courses I've ever run.
Really?
Very rocky, very, very, very technical. Yeah, roots and trees and lots of mud.
Yeah. Any plans on taking the Savage Series this year? I know that's later on. Okay.
Oh, yeah, these are my shakeout runs. I'm coming for those guys.
Yeah. Did you participate last year? Okay.
Yeah.
How did that one go for you?
I got 4th in Florida.
Okay.
Yeah, it's only going up.
How are you feeling about the changes that they made to the series this year in terms of making it the later half instead of like how they did it last year?
I love it.
Yeah?
Yeah, because I was in the Air Force, still kind of am.
Okay.
So it's hard to travel and train, at least at the back part of the year. Like, I can get some time in, I can get these shakeout runs in, and Florida's my course.
Yeah. So you and Rachel are known for Savage races. What are some of your favorite venues out there?
Well, Florida.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah, and I like Ohio because separates the fun runners from the serious ones. That's pretty tough. And we have Pennsylvania next in 2 weeks, which is Rachel's favorite. So we'll be out there. So yeah, those three are pretty much it.
And then what are your favorite obstacles out there in Savage?
Oh, I love Colossus.
Yes.
I love it. And you know me for the standard, side flip, dive, butterfly kick. And this one I came out and stepped out of it. So I executed it pretty well.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And then final thoughts on why people should come out and support Savage Race.
They're great people. All the founders, are they have good hearts. They participate. They have good families. And the obstacles are well done.
Yeah.
They're not rickety, falling apart. And it's stimulating. Every single race is different. Every single venue every year is changed up.
Yeah.
And I really like that. And it doesn't favor a certain type of athlete. Like, you really got to put it all together for Savage.
And then other than the series, what else do you have coming up for races?
Yeah, I did triathlon first part of the year.
Okay.
Yeah, I got bronze medal in the national championships for Masters Division. Hey, buddy.
Congratulations. I had no idea you went to that too. Okay.
Yeah, I did Xterra. I qualified for the World Championships, so I was going triathlon very hard because it was my last year to compete as a military person, and it was the highest I've ever scored. I got a medal for the first time, so I was very happy. Now I'm switching up into OCR.
Yeah. Selfish question. Any tips for someone that's trying to slowly get into triathlon?
Yeah, I get this a lot, and I tell people, I do lots of low weight rep. I'll get on the lat pull down, and I'll do 300, 500 reps. Yeah, because muscle is designed to get either more dense or longer, not bigger. So if you go with the natural design and make it more dense, I'm not that big of a dude, and I can curl 70s.
More go than show.
Yeah, so do high rep stuff, and then also what we call in triathlon bricks.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah, brick, bike run.
Yeah.
And for OCR, what I do is I get on a leg extension and a leg curl. I go to muscle failure, and then I do a mile for time or a half mile for time, and do that 4 or 5 times.
Okay.
So that I'm used to going hard and fast.
Yeah.
The legs have to go very, very fast. It's neurological, but with the muscle fatigued. So I'm training my body to lactate turnover. That's those two right there. If you do those, you're good. And of course, dead hangs and stuff like that is very important.
Great seeing you again, and congratulations on that podium placement.
Thank you so much. And if you guys weren't here, the sport wouldn't exist. So we are eternally grateful for you to come out.
I appreciate it. We're trying.
Brett Mazza, Billerica, Massachusetts.
Awesome. And how did you do today?
I came in third.
Okay. How close was the finish? I was busy talking to Ken. I didn't see how close it was.
Not terribly. Me and LT were pretty close further back, and then he got through the obstacles way more efficiently than I did at the end.
Gotcha. How was the course out in Barrie today?
It was good. Harder than last year.
Okay.
Not terribly hard, but it was a good challenge just to get through it.
Yeah. Ken was saying that it's super, super muddy out there.
Yeah, if you did last year, it was similar.
Okay, makes sense.
There was some spots in the woods that were deep mud, though, a few inches deep.
What were your favorite obstacles out on the course today?
I'll go give and take.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good challenge. I've done both of them separately, never together, so it was a fun twist.
Then any plans on taking on the series this year?
No, I'm going to do an ultra in the fall. So I'm doing New England Spartan in 2 weeks and then dedicating to ultra.
What's the ultra you're preparing for?
Mid-State Massive.
Okay. I'm not too familiar with that one. What does that entail?
It's a fairly big one. It's 100, a 50, and a 30. And there's a mid-state trail that bisects the state in Mass. So starts for the 100-milers at the New Hampshire border, goes all the way through Mass, touches Connecticut and Rhode Island, finishes back in Mass.
Nice.
So that's pretty cool. I'm just doing the 50 because there's no shot I'd survive 100.
Fair. Do you have a background in ultra? What made you more interested in ultras?
I really don't like them. I just had the itch just to see what it was like, to see how I could handle it. I did a 50K in the spring that went pretty well, but honestly, I hated the training. It was okay, so I'm just going to do the 50 and then probably quit the ultra game forever. Go back to short stuff where I'm better.
Totally fair. And why should people come out and support Savage Race?
It's just a great time all around. It's challenging obstacles, but doable. It's an accomplishment just to get through it.
Yeah.
Camaraderie is awesome. It's run so well. There's Grant across the finish line.
I can hear him. Awesome. Well, good seeing you as always, and I'll keep seeing you out there. Good luck in the ultra.
Good to see you too. Thanks.
Grant Bercik, Mount Snow, Vermont.
And how'd you do with the course today?
I did pretty good. I knew it was going to be challenging with all the rain we got, and a couple pros turned out, but I knew it was going to be slippery. I know the Savage rig always gives people a problem. The Savage always brutally beats you down for 4 miles before they throw any hard rigs at you. But no, everything turned out good. I was happy to show up, happy to, put on a good effort, and yeah, I'm happy about it.
You said you had a bit of a battle with fourth. Tell me what happened there.
I had a good chance at my third top three. I just, wasn't all there with the upper body. I passed a couple people on a couple rigs, but then I got slipped up myself. My running is pretty good, but there's a couple roads and a couple flats that I can't really come to par with a couple of these fast runners, so.
A little bit different from last weekend where we just saw you at Viking, right?
Oh yeah, totally, completely different. You got harder obstacles, you got volunteers and things at each obstacle pretty much, won't let you go by until you complete it.
You animal.
Yeah, thank you, Javi.
How many laps did you get in last weekend?
5.
Jesus Christ. Are you at all compromised from that? Or?
Not really, yeah, I'm still feeling it, but yeah.
And then any plans to take on like the Savage Series or anything this year?
Not really. It's just in my home. Serenity thing. We're close to my home, so yeah.
And supporting local OCR, supporting Savage Race. Tell me why people should check out Savage.
Check out Savage if you're looking for a challenge, looking for a little bit of variety compared to Tough Mudder or Spartan. Savage Race definitely has all the bells and whistles if that's what you're looking for, especially in the pro wave if you're looking for that top 5. So yeah.
We'll be back here in a couple weeks for the Spartan. Are you coming back for that?
I might be. It's up in the list, but I'm still focusing on my knee and my injuries. Might do surgery. I don't know.
What's going on with your injury?
Just meniscus has been bothering me for a year or so. So I just been laying off, Like today, I just deal with the pain.
As Bracken says, pay now or pay later. So definitely take the time to recoup from that.
For sure. Yeah, it's all about pain is just temporary.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, good seeing you, man, and congratulations on 5th place.
Yeah. Hopefully it's first age group. I know a kid passed me at the end on the Savage rig.
Okay.
So hopefully that guy's not in my age group. Yeah. That always pays off. It always looks a little better. Oh, yeah, but yeah, always good to see you too, Mike.
My name's Lawrence Taylor, and I'm from Maine.
All right. How'd you do with the Savage race today?
It was fun. It was a little different. Normally I'm a Spartan racer, but today I started with Savage, and it was definitely fun. Definitely enjoyed it.
So I was talking to Grant. He was saying that you took first place here last year at Spartan, too. How's it feel to come back in a Savage course?
It was good. It was a little similar course, but definitely a little better than Spartan, but don't tell them that.
Hopefully they won't listen to this. And then what do you think about the Savage obstacles out there?
A lot more technical, a lot more like the obstacle course racing world championships ones. A lot more technical. It's not as much standard, which is nice.
Do you have any favorite obstacles out in the course?
I would probably say the big ass slide, or the big slide, sorry. Probably can't swear on here.
You can. Awesome. And what are some reasons why people should check out Savage, support their local OCR, everything?
Well, some of the obstacles look like they were a team obstacle that you would need a couple people to get over them. I think the team aspect is big because a lot of people just got to get off the couch and get moving.
Yeah. And then you said you're from Maine. Are you near like Tough Mountain? Do you ever take on any of those local courses up there?
So I grew up skiing on Sunday River, but I've yet to go to a Tough Mountain Challenge. But my cousins do every year. They're like 10 and 12, and they do it every year.
Last time I went to cover, it had a crazy good turnout. It reminded me of like the OCR days back in the day. A really good course too, so I highly recommend that.
Yeah, it's definitely a fun mountain.
Yeah. What else do you have planned for the rest of the year for races now?
I made the 3K team for Team USA in Costa Rica, so I leave in about 2 weeks to go compete for Team USA.
That's exciting. How are you feeling about that?
Definitely excited. This was a good race. It was a good tune-up race. I got second, so I'm feeling good.
Yeah, I'll be paying attention closely to how it goes in Costa Rica. There were good and bad things that happened with it last year, but I'm excited to see how it goes, and I don't know any other races that have happened in Costa Rica, so I'm planning to make like a vacation out of it too? Or?
Yeah, I fly down 4 days before the race, and then I stay 6 days past the race for a little vacation. My family and I, it should be fun.
And how's it feel to qualify and represent Team USA?
No feeling better. Yeah. I love it. I'm excited. I was in Belgium last year, so I need a little redemption for coming this year.
Gotcha. So how did it go in Belgium real quick?
I didn't even finish. I got hurt like halfway through the race.
What kind of injury was it?
My hamstring.
Okay.
So couldn't even finish. I walked over the finish line, but did not place.
You're all recouped and recovered from that then?
Ready to rock and roll.
Awesome. Awesome. And where can people find you on social media?
My tag is Lawrence Taylor 26.
Well, congratulations on second place today, and yeah, be seeing you around.
Appreciate your time. Thank you.
Darran Hazebrouck from North Scituate, Rhode Island.
How did Savage go for you today?
Went well. Kept my band, which is my only goal for some training before OCRWC out in October.
Yeah. So we were talking about that a little bit. You said you went out to Mammoth last time. A pain to get to, but you said it's worth the drive.
Yeah, Mammoth flying. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna drive all the way from Rhode Island. Honestly, it's worth the drive. The scenery is nothing you'll get on the East Coast in New England. So for me, totally worth it. Spend more than a few days out there, which you did the last time. This time we're spending a week and a half out there.
Right. And then how was the experience of the courses? I heard a lot of things about the 3K and the 15K.
I really enjoyed the courses out there last year. I know a lot of people didn't like it because it wasn't spectator friendly, but for me, I'm coming from the East Coast. I don't have a lot of people to spectate, so for me, it's just about the experience.
Yeah, really fair. Going back to Savage, what are some of your favorite obstacles here?
Voulez-vous Lâcher was a fun one. I've never lâché before, so that was a fun new one. Try something new.
Yeah.
The rigs are always challenging, and of course Colossus.
Right. You were describing the rig a little bit. Tell me about that.
So the rig, first few holds weren't that bad. Able to skip the first, what's it called? I forget what it's called.
Nunchuck?
No, the nine-tail thing. What is it called?
Oh, the rope thing. I can't think of it.
The rope things. It was.
Twirly bird.
Twirly bird.
Yes,
That's the one.
Yep.
So it was easy to skip the first twirly bird, but towards the end, had to use the twirly bird.
Yeah.
And then the last few grips were just nunchuck style, and it started to add up a little bit towards the end, and then until Volunteer told me to kick it, and then I kicked the bell.
And it's funny to think of that too, because like that was allowed across the sport, and then it wasn't allowed in Spartan, but it's still allowed here. It's a little bit of confusion there, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And then what other race do you have planned coming up?
I'm doing not an OCR, but I'm doing Anchor Down Ultra Marathon next weekend in Bristol, Rhode Island. And then I'm doing back-to-back Spartans in 2 weeks here, then a week off to go to Jamaica, and then I come back, do 2 Ragnars in 2 weeks, and then week off, and then Mammoth.
So I wanted you to plug Ragnar, but I also want to hear about the Anchor Down. Tell me more about that ultra.
So Anchor Down, small race in Bristol, Rhode Island, sells out in minutes. They do a 6-hour, 12-hour, and 24-hour ultra through Colt State Park in Bristol. I'm doing the 6-hour because my feet always give out on me, so I'm not ready for the 12-hour quite yet. But it is a party. Yeah. It is so much fun.
I've heard amazing things about it. What's the elevation like in terms of the course? Like, you wouldn't expect a lot in Rhode Island. But.
Super flat. Okay. It's about a mile and a half trail, and then like a mile to a mile and a half of road. Okay. So a little bit of both.
I only ask because I know I'm potentially doing the 30-hour at Fit Challenge, their trail, and that's not flat, so I wasn't sure.
Yeah, this one's super flat.
And then plug Ragnar too.
So I'm one of Ragnar's ambassadors, so if anyone's looking for a discount code, message me. But Ragnar is always a good time. I'm doing Vermont Trail in first week of September, and then I'm doing the Breach the Beach the second week of September, back-to-back. Trail is my jam because you do a 3, 5, and a 7-mile loop. Right. Come back, you get to camp out, have fun, have a few beers, go out there half drunk for your next one.
Sounds amazing. I've been wanting to do this for a decade. People are probably sick of me saying this, but I've always wanted to do a Ragnar. And they seem amazing, the trail one especially.
Yeah, the trail ones are a lot of fun. It's up Mount Escutney in Vermont for that one, but they have them all over the country.
Yeah. Awesome. Where can people find you on social media?
Honestly, I don't remember my Instagram handle. It's like Darran_OCR_CF because I'm a CrossFit coach part-time too. Likes beer.
Beautiful. Well, great seeing you, man.
Thanks, man.
This is Mario Valentin. I am from Waterbury, Connecticut. You know me very well.
I know you very well. Tell me about, you mentioned tears or something. How you feeling about finishing Savage today?
Well, I'm not even exaggerating, man. It was a really great feeling because, I've been doing obstacle course racing for like 10 years. And haven't always been never been the fastest, actually. So I always prided myself on obstacles. And I know I gave Savage a couple tries in the past to try to get that 100% obstacle completion. And today I was going into it just really wanting that as the goal. And to be able to hit it was, it was a great feeling. Like, as soon as I was going over the cargo net here, or the A-frame, I should say, It was like, wow, I did it. It was just a fantastic feeling. And that's like why I do this. Like, moments like this, you train all year. For many years, you stay consistent and you set a goal, and when you actually, you don't always hit your goals, but when you do, it's just a wonderful feeling. So that's what I'm feeling right now.
What were some of the band cutters for you back in the day?
Honestly, I always was pretty strong in the obstacles, but then again, some like obstacles that you wouldn't think would you fail on. So, for example, Savage Race in Pennsylvania has this this wall that has rock holds and it's a little bit of an incline, and I can never get it. It's always been a pain in my ass, and I always struggle with that one. And I'm pretty strong upper body, and that one always gets me. Sometimes at a Spartan race, Z-wall, it'll just decide that it's going to be wet and slippery, and you go into it thinking I'm not going to fail the Z-wall, and a couple times it's got me. So even when you're strong and proficient, any given day, the easier obstacles can take you out. So. Yeah, but today I actually felt strong on the obstacles. Like give and take took several tries. I think it was like the fourth try I finally was able to get it, and I started to feel like this might not happen, but I was able to push through and I got it. And then the lache took a few tries because I just don't practice laches anywhere. Just got it by the tip of my fingers. That was great, and just seeing everybody's determination to go out there and fight kind of pushed me a little bit. I forget what this one's called, Sawtooth. That's like their signature obstacle. I like it better when it's over water, but...
Wait, do they not have the over water part too?
Nope, it's not. As a matter of fact, I can't think of anything that was over water, so I don't know if it's like due to cost cutting or whatever, but I liked Savage in the past when they would be over water, but... Yeah, this one was challenging because all the grips was tested, and then finally get to Sawtooth, and all of a sudden, I'm fighting for my life here. But overall, it was a great race. Happy to finish, and then happy to see you at the finish line, too.
Happy to see you. I saw you going over the cargo net. I'm like, is that Mario?
There he is.
Yeah, it is. You got the Super Smash Brothers shirt and everything.
You know it, man. And then tomorrow's wake up long drive to Chicago.
What's in Chicago?
My brother decided to schedule his wedding on a Spartan weekend, so next weekend I can't participate in New Jersey.
Damn it, Mario's brother.
Yeah, Luigi.
Oh my God, it was there. It was right there.
I tried to give you a layup, but like I said, even the easy ones on certain days we miss them. So
yeah, awesome. So other than the wedding, what else do you have planned for the rest of the year?
Then it's going to be a busy month because right after that it's going to be right back here for the Spartan race at Carter and Stevens Farm. So I'm going to do the Super and the Sprint the next day. And then Midwest OCR, which I'm pumped about. That's going to be at the end of September. So can't wait for that one. Shout out to them, Race Ready Obstacles, Midwest OCR. I'm coming for you. I'm coming there now with some confidence because I just got my band. I might even wear it to the race.
I'm hoping to give some Aaron and Dana some love by doing an episode on that. Not going to it, but yeah, awesome. Good seeing you. And where can people find you in Super Smash Brothers online?
At Super Smash Bros OCR everywhere.
Awesome.
Not everywhere is not part of the handle, but I'm just saying you can find at Super Smash Bros OCR. Thanks, man. As always, great to see you.
I'm Emelyn. I'm from Newton, Mass.
Okay.
Kim, and I'm from New Haven, Vermont.
How did your race go? Did I hear this was your first?
First.
First obstacle course race or first Savage race?
Savage.
Okay. How did it go for you?
It was good. I didn't know what to expect. The obstacles were like very different from what I'm used to, but I'm usually a Spartan, so it was really exciting.
How did your race go today?
Great. It was a great race. I've done Savage for several years. This was my best race, so yeah, it was good.
And so what did you think about the obstacles out there? Did you have any favorites? Any that you didn't like?
There were some that were really hard. Oh my God. I just wasn't expecting so much swinging. There were a lot of rigs. I think my favorite was the ladder at the end. I don't know what that's called.
Oh yeah, it's called Colossus, I believe. That one right there?
Oh no, that one.
Oh no, sorry, Jesus, Sawtooth.
Yeah, Sawtooth. That one.
Yep.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah. What were your favorite obstacles out in the course?
I like the hard rig, although I had to do it 4 times. But I got it. Yeah, and I hate the slide. Absolutely hate that slide.
Really?
Yeah. Every year I'm I hate that slide.
I get nervous too. I don't like heights, but it's pretty quick too. So having a really good, successful race, plan to come back to Savage races?
I think so, yeah. It was really fun.
Did you know that they have a Savage series too?
I didn't know. I don't know what that is.
Okay, so they have it's a point series race where the elites go to compete and they have an overall leaderboard across the series. I don't know where all the races are off the top of my head. I know it's in Florida. It's up and down the East Coast. Maryland is one of the series races and stuff too, so worth looking into. You were very speedy today.
Thank you. It was fun.
Were there any obstacles that you failed that you had to try again? Or?
Oh my God, the give and take was hard.
Yeah.
That one, I couldn't get the stick to you just flew through that one. Oh, the one that, I don't know what that's called, but they're the really spaced apart bars. Yeah, we were both working on that one.
A couple tries on that one.
And what are your nemesis on the course?
The slide.
Yeah. Fair.
It's fear. It's all just fear.
Yeah. Are you going to be back at this venue for the Spartan?
I would, but I'm busy next weekend.
Okay.
Yeah.
What else do you have planned for races for the rest of the year?
Just like the Spartan Stadium in Fenway.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what other events do you have planned
This is
now?
my last one for the year. Yep.
And then where can people find you on social media?
At Emelyn Climbs, EMELYNCLIMBS.
Loving Life OCR. So we have a little OCR club in Vermont. So
Love it. Okay.
loving life.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Great job today, and great talking to you guys.
Thank you so much.
Awesome. Perfect.
I'm Amy Egashira, and I am from Brooklyn, New York.
Awesome. And how do you feel just finding out that you took third place today?
I'm like totally and completely shocked. I've like a podiumed age group before, but this is my first time podiuming like a legit top 3 women. So I'm like, I don't know how to process this right now, basically. Yeah.
How was the course out there?
It was so much fun. The obstacles were awesome. I was really nervous about the Lachey, and I got it on first attempt. Really? And the Savage Rig on first attempt. It was all great. Yeah. So, I started off, I paced myself well, and I feel like I'm really happy with how I raced it. Yeah.
Were there any backups with obstacles in terms of difficulty? I'm sure the Savage Rig is sometimes pretty tricky. Voulez-vous, Lachey?
Yes. Savage Rig, I saw a lot of backup. There was a lot on the one with the ring to the give and take.
Yeah.
And I think those were the 2 where I saw there was a bunch of people stuck there.
Yeah.
Not too bad on the Lachey.
Okay.
Yeah. Just
so
a
kind
couple
of like
people.
a war of attrition too. How does it feel to be the one to win out for bronze?
Just amazing. I really I started out, I think almost every woman had passed me. I was pacing myself very slowly at the beginning. Yeah. And slowly I just started passing one by one by one. And I was I have to just be more confident in myself because I was running and I was okay, I'm just losing this thing. I'm coming in dead last. And then I went on and I was okay, oh my God, I think I got this.
Awesome. How many Savage races have you done in the past?
Okay, this is probably going to be my 10th.
Oh, you've been doing this for a while then.
Yeah, for maybe the past 4 or 5 years.
Okay.
Yeah, and a couple a year. We do the ones that are in our neighborhood, in our area. Yeah.
What other venues have you been doing then?
So I've done a bunch of city challenges, some Spartans. Yep. What other races have we done? We did a lot of the OCR Worlds.
Okay, yep.
We went at the couple of years they were in Vermont. And mixed bag. Yeah, there was. Yeah. We kind of spread the love around. Yeah.
What do you love so much about Savage Race in particular?
Best obstacles, by far, 100%, yes. Everything just gets so repetitive at other races, and Savage constantly changes it up, and I could not have more fun than, being able to, I play on rigs. That's all I want to do when I come to these things, is play on rigs, yeah.
Well, I'm very excited for you. Where can people follow you on social media?
Okay, Amy Egashira, but it's not very exciting. I don't post anything, but follow me.
How do you spell that last name?
It's Egashira. So it's phonetic. It's Japanese.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks for taking the time to talk to me, and nice meeting you.
Oh my God, thank you so much. Nice meeting you too.
Nice job out there.
Megan Beck. I'm from Boston, Massachusetts.
How did your race go today?
Today went great. It was honestly just a training race for me because I'm really focusing on the ultras this year. So I just decided to take it easy. All of the obstacles felt super easy. One attempt, everything. Probably walked more than I should have. Just the heat and, not feeling like I needed to push myself. And I finished 4th, so I'm happy with that.
What do you think about the new obstacles this year?
I love them. I'm so happy to see a Lachey in Boston finally. We've been asking for it for years. I could have gone for a little bit farther of Lacheys personally, but it's really great to see that the Boston crowd is getting the Lacheys and they're finally learning how to do it. And hopefully as the entire community gets stronger at Lacheys, we can see those getting a little bit farther, incorporated more into the rigs. It's the way the sport is going, and I'm so happy to see we finally saw it here in Boston, and I love them. This was also my first time with give and take, and that was such a great modification. I'm somebody that double hands both when I'm coming through, just stabilize, and you couldn't do that, which makes it so much more difficult, and you have to be so precise with your swings that it's so much fun. And again, the sport needs this. We need fun difficulty, not slap you in the face difficult.
100%, yeah. And so you said focusing on ultras. Tell me about how your year's been going so far with the ultras.
So somehow this year has been phenomenal. I will say I got on a CGM earlier this year, which is a continuous glucose monitor, to kind of learn more about my body and fueling and to see how my body converts fats into carbs and really optimize my nutrition. And I did that leading up to the start of my season, and it was game changing. I saw my heart rate drop significantly. My running, my pacing is a lot faster, while my max heart rate, my tempo, all that kind of stuff, that is gravitating lower. My sleep is better, my mental health is better. So going into the ultra season, I've ran toughest filly, which I finished 4th overall, and I got hypothermia there and still somehow managed to get 4th. Just, kept moving even if I wasn't eating. Not good. Don't recommend that. And then I went out to Infinity in Michigan, which that was actually a week after my dog passed. So I was like really struggling with that, and I just kept moving. And I finished 1st overall, which is huge for me because that was the first time ever in my racing career.
That's great, yeah. You said you have Chicago coming up. What else do you have coming up for the year?
Yeah, so I'm racing Chicago Toughest next because I really want elite contender. Okay. As of right now, there's only been one female who's qualified as elite contender at a Tough Mudder event worldwide. So again, I finished 4th in Philly with not my best race, and I finished 1st overall in Michigan, so I know I can do it. Yeah. So I'm just going to say, F it, go out there, get it done. And then from there, I'm teaching the obstacle specialist courses back here in Barrie in a couple weeks for Spartan. And then I'm teaching it at Killington as well. Probably not racing those two because, again, I'm focusing more on the Tough Mudder stuff. I want to go out to Midwest OCR, just trying to figure out the logistics now. I will most likely be at the North American Championships for USA OCR because I work, Georgia. I work on a good amount of the committees there. I'm actually the head of the development committee for USA OCR. So we talked to Savage today to get some technical officials out here. We offered our athletes a chance to come out here and race today. Not sure how many actually took us up on it. But then my focus is really World's Toughest Mudder.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Any goals for that yet? Or?
I still want 75. I'm gung-ho. I want that more than anything. Yeah. I was never a runner. Growing up, when I started OCR, I couldn't run a mile. Right, yeah. Obstacles are my specialty, so piling on the miles is newer for me, and I'm really thriving at it. Yeah. So I'm loving everything about it. I'm having so much fun this season. I'm having the best race season of my life so far.
To take a quick turn, state of the industry, got your bug on me. What are your thoughts on the last Viking and soon to be the last Boulder Dash?
It's heartbreaking, honestly. I wish I could have gotten out to the last Viking race. I've just been traveling nonstop all year. It's an expensive sport, and I have so much going on this year with my work, my personal stuff, working for USA OCR, and I volunteer quite actively with the Phoenix. I do so much. It's so depressing to see what's happening to this sport, and unfortunately, it's just there's not enough exposure. Asa, I know. I'm not blaming you. Asa, he is the number one hardest guy working in this sport, promoting every single thing, and his race wasn't getting much people out. I know Lynn has a lot going on. She has promoted the hell out of Boulder Dash, and it's still not getting the same amount of numbers. Fit Challenge died out last year, and Rob is still running trail races, and he's not seeing numbers. There is a community. People are still showing up to Spartan, to Savage, to Tough Mudder, but the locals are dying, and this is the thing we've been warning about for years, and it's breaking my heart. I would love to see more locals stepping into the ultra world because I think that's still a really big part of this sport that's missing. And the more that I talk to straight ultra racers and tell them what I do, the more they sound interested in it. We just need to give them more options to step in because they want it. They want the challenge. And, the way that sports performance is evolving now, you need more strength training, you need more functional training for basic running, and throwing in the obstacles just keeps things more engaging and fun. So we need to be targeting those ultra racers. Let's get those out, but let's give them more opportunities. I would love to see Savage start doing a multi-lap option.
I'm surprised that they haven't. I'm honestly really surprised that they haven't.
Yeah.
Even if it's not full mandatory obstacle completion, just somehow
right. Like they could do, first lap pro. If you get mandatory completion 100%, that's awesome. Right. Okay, now you can keep going and let's do an ultra variation of it. Or I know that so many other sports have done mandatory completion and ultra, and maybe they said, we're not going to do mandatory completion for the ultras, but if you want to step in and do that too, you can. So that would be a great opportunity, and I think it would really boost the Savage community as well.
And actually think about how Viking did it at well, Asa did it at Obstacle Wonderland too. It's like every lap that you do, you get like another like 3 bands that you get to use or something to make it doable.
Yeah, exactly. There are opportunities out there, and a lot of obstacle course racers are getting into the ultra world. You know, as we get a little bit older, our body actually thrives more in ultra racing, you know, in that mid-30s later. It's just, it's so much fun, and it's the way that this sport is moving. Yeah.
Awesome. Where can people find out more about you and your training online?
So I am the OCR trainer. My Instagram is MaggieBATC and the OCR trainer. You can find me on YouTube, although I haven't really put up videos in quite a while at this point. But you can follow me there. You can follow me on Facebook at the OCR trainer. But also make sure you're checking out USA OCR. We're doing a lot of really great things to boost this sport. We are the national federation for the sport. We are a not-for-profit. We are we're having a national championship this year. We have a national team that we're sending out. Oh, amazing. We're sending them out to Costa Rica. There's going to be other opportunities. We're sending a team out to the Spartan 3K and 100-meter course. And then we are looking in the future to sanction races. So we're going to be talking to races like Savage, putting our stamp of approval on there. We're also working to officiate coaches, or to certify coaches and technical officials. So if you volunteer in this sport, come talk to us. We will put you through the world obstacle certification. So then if you get enough volunteer experience, then we can actually certify you and send you as a USA OCR representative to international competitions, because in the future we will need to send our own technical officials.
Yeah, it's lofty goals, but many hands make light work.
Yeah, I mean, I'm already talking to Spartan and Savage about getting our technical official certification out to them and sending our officials and our volunteers out there to get more experience. We have Rich Borgatti here from the development committee, and he is working as an official at Savage today. And then we're also talking to Spartan about getting SGX CEUs for people that go through the USA OCR coaching certification, so we can build the continuing education for SGX and vice versa, and we can work on building out the entire coaching side of the sport here in the U.S.
Awesome. Well, great seeing you, and congratulations on 4th place.
Thank you so much. It's so great to see you out today. Bye.
Cassandra Gill from New Rochelle, New York.
Might recognize your name from another race, but we'll start off with Spartan. Savage. How did your Savage go today?
It was challenging and humbling, as I expected. It's good to go into the Savage race, I think, with no expectations, and that you still want to push yourself the whole time, but you also can't get frustrated when you try new things and you don't succeed with them.
Right. And so, some new obstacles out there. What were some of your favorites?
Ooh, I like the chutes and ladders one, where you take the ring and then you slide down to the next one, get on the ladder, and then swing down to the next. That's a fun one. Yep. The swinging obstacles were very tough today. The give and take was really tough, so I need to practice on that. And so tree hugger is always kind of tough, especially if it's towards the end and you're soaking wet today, coming off the slide. So it was tough and good for things to practice.
What about voulez-vous lâcher?
Oh, so I had already fried my forearms and my biceps from the give and take obstacles. So the lâcher, I could not do it. It was really, it's really scary to do if you're exhausted already.
Yeah, I don't have a prayer, but
yeah, but if you practice the ninja skills, you really can do well at Savage races, though. Yeah. So it is nice in that it will put you outside your comfort zone if you're not a ninja warrior type of obstacle course level proficiency, and it gives you a lot of things to work on then if you're more of a runner.
And then you were just recently on my buddy Scott's podcast talking about France, the ultra there. How did that go?
It went well. I finished 5th overall in the Pro Championship, so that was exciting. I was the top finisher for male or females for the U.S. and North America overall, which was exciting. Yeah. Also, a wonderful, humbling experience just seeing some of the best women in the world and how good they are at different types of specialties. Like the Spartan races in Europe have much longer and more extensive heavy carries, and then the technical terrain and the descents was unlike anything I have seen personally. And I mean, a lot of the top runners are, for the men and the women's side, are the sky runners. So I never thought I would do a sky race before, but it was kind of embedded in the Spartan race there.
I got to see some beautiful pictures taken by Joe. The mountains looked like fake. It was ridiculous.
It was insane. It was absolutely insane. I'm a bit afraid of heights, but the views were so incredible that you couldn't help be like, this is just incredible, even if you're a little bit scared, because it felt unreal.
Yeah. So, well, congratulations on doing so well there too. And then what else do you have planned now?
So the big race is the Seattle Pan American Spartan Championships, September 14th. So I'm really excited about that. It's going to play hopefully more into my strengths of not super high ascending, descending, a lot of a muddier, flatter-ish 13-mile course. So it's going to be a runner's race, but also obstacles. Don't underestimate them when it's wet and muddy too. That'll be fun.
Actually, one more question too. How was was it Utah after the World Championship? How was that?
It was great. I was definitely not at 100% going into it, but I was ready for it, and it was another good experience to see. I mean, I think the top 4 women who are ahead of me, they really specialize. I would say they thrive at the tougher ascending, descending type of race, so it's good to put yourself in that situation as long as you're recovered enough.
And where can people find you and your husband's photography online?
Yeah, I'm Cassandra, CASSANDRA _GILL _ on Instagram. And then my husband is at Joe Martello Photography.
Yeah, perfect. All right, great seeing you, and see you around.
Thanks, see you too.
All right, so we'll just start off with your name and where you're from.
Yeah, hi, I'm Mallory, and I'm from New York City.
And what are you here representing today?
I'm here representing 5 Hour Energy. We've done a nice rebrand. We're trying to get back out there to people. I think a lot of people lost a little bit of, what 5 Hour was. We see it in the truck stops, we see it in the gas stations, but we've got some new flavors, some new formulas. It's super exciting, all sugar-free. So we're just really here to promote the brand. We're also the sponsor of Savage Races today, which we're so excited to be here. It's such an amazing event. It's amazing people, incredible athletes. So we really feel like it fits with what we've got to offer. But yeah, we're so excited to be here.
Speaking of exciting, I really like the rebrand of how the energy shots look, because before they were like pretty colors, but now they really are eye-catching, right?
Yeah, much more of a pop. It's definitely like you're going to see it on a shelf much easier, but it's also just more fun, which is more of what we want, right? We want you to feel like this is an exciting part of your day. You're taking your energy shot in the morning, you're heading out to go for your race, to go for your run, or whatever it is that you need to tackle that day.
And it's one of those things that people see and they're like, oh, it's just caffeine, but there's also vitamins. There's more natural stuff in there too, right?
Yes, our ingredients are very clean. They're very good. You can find all of that online on our website. If you really have any sort of restrictions or things that you don't want to have, you can absolutely find all that information on our website to be able to figure out if you can or cannot have the product. But we're definitely wanting to move to clean ingredients. We're wanting to just make sure that this is something that everybody can have, and especially with the different flavor options too, we're open to draw some people in with that. So if you don't like one flavor, we've got another option for you.
So I usually keep one in my car for my long drives when I'm covering races. What are some of the new flavors that you have here?
So we've got some with mango. We've got some more beachy type flavors with coconut and apricot. We've got a grape. Today we're featuring an exclusive main character energy, which is actually going to be a chili watermelon flavor that I really like. A little spicy, a little sweet, got a refreshing kick. So we've definitely just really sort of got some nice tropical elements going on, especially for the summertime.
That's very cool. And how long have you been with them?
This is my first event at Savage Races with 5 Hour Energy. I've been with the company for about a year now. Just really, really enjoying learning about all of the items that we have and everyone who likes our product, and it's been a really great experience.
I was excited to see, I haven't seen it in person yet, but the banner on Colossus, which is an awesome obstacle to have here. No pressure, but have you ever done an obstacle course race before?
I have not. I've been dying to do one, and I'm hoping to do one in the next year or so. I'm still sort of working on some strength training to make sure I feel like I can do it, because it does look intimidating. I see those athletes running up and grabbing it and sliding down the Colossus on the other side, and I definitely want to do it. So hopefully next year is the goal.
One of the beautiful things about Savage in particular is there's no real penalty unless you're doing elite, there's no real penalty for not doing an obstacle. So I'm about to take off on the blitz in a bit, and if I can't do an obstacle, I'll joke with some friends and we'll keep running around it. But it's a great time out there, and it'd be awesome if you tried it sometime.
Yeah, I think I'm definitely going to. It seems like a really great time.
Where can people find out more about 5 Hour Energy?
Definitely our website. You can Google 5 Hour Energy and it'll pop right up. That's going to be the easiest, quickest way. But we're at Savage Races for a good amount of the year. This year, we're definitely going to be at the Poconos and a couple of other locations. But we're going to be in local stores soon with all of our new energy products, and we're excited for people to start trying us out again.
Well, Well, thanks for taking the time to talk to me, and thanks for the product that keeps me awake for long drives.
Yeah, absolutely. Enjoy it. Have a good race.
Steve Nelson, Franklin, New Hampshire.
Tell me what you're representing here today.
Prospect Acres is here with 20 teammates looking to have a great time at a Savage race.
So is it a gym, just a team? Tell me about it.
We're a team as well as 55 acres with about 70 obstacles. That's where we train.
Where is this?
Franklin, New Hampshire.
Okay. So I haven't heard of this one before. How long have you been there?
About 8 years.
That's pretty fantastic. What do you love so much about obstacle course racing?
Just the teamwork, the camaraderie of everybody getting together and just seeing everybody's gains every time they come to one of these.
How has it been seeing the community grow, shrink, grow again over the years of the sport?
We're growing in leaps and bounds just because everybody wants to just be part of what we are. And then, like I said, it's just about smiles, having fun, and getting together at events like this.
What are some of your favorite events in the New England area?
Savage is probably one of them. Of course, we love to support all the local events. We do a lot of local road running events. Of course, we do Spartan because Spartan comes here. But yeah, we're all about supporting anything local.
I think I saw some of your jerseys when I was covering Viking last weekend too. That was their last event, and then Boulder Dash is having their final event too. What are your feelings on all that?
Yeah, it's unfortunate the sport's going that way, but yeah, I feel bad. I spoke to Lynn the other day about that, so yeah, it's tough.
It is. You know. Tell me one more time, where can people find out more about your gym?
You can find us on social media, Instagram, it's Prospect Acres OCR, or Facebook, same thing.
Yeah, OCR is all about community. I think that's the biggest thing that's been suffering. So go find a community. And yeah, thanks for taking the time to talk to me.
Got it. Thank you, guys.
Javier from Lawrence, Massachusetts.
So I saw you cross the finish line. I didn't have the time to talk to you then. How'd your race go today?
Good. I was very, very impressed with myself with getting through the obstacles, in one shot. Especially knowing that last year wasn't really obstacle challenging here with Savage. But they definitely brought their more challenging obstacles this year. So I know it was going to be a good one. And I had to be on my A game.
Right. What'd you think about Voulez-Vous Lachey?
I was just telling my buddy here that it was the first time I tried it at a race. I've done it at a gym and stuff like that, but it's different when you're at a race. So I got it my first try, so I was really happy with myself. Like I said, I feel very proud of myself with the way I got through these obstacles. And that's what that was what really mattered in this race. For me to just get through the obstacle at one time.
And what else do you have planned for the rest of the year for races and stuff now? I know Barry's Spartan's coming up.
Yeah, Spartan's coming. I'm here for that. I'm getting ready for the Ultra also in September in Killington. So, it's my second time doing it there. So, I'm starting a new journey with that.
Glutton for punishment. People say I can't believe you do that with OCR. I can't believe you do that with Ultra Killington.
Yeah. I mean, it's all mental. That's what it goes down to. It's all mental, and we need that mental discipline.
Respect to that.
They're not gonna kill you. That's not. You prepare yourself, and that's it.
Never the intention, at least.
Yeah, never the intention.
And then we're by the Fitness Appeal tent. Plug them a little bit.
Our gym, we're still doing our thing. We still, training, practicing. You know what I'm saying? There's not a week that we don't practice.
Yeah. Where are you guys located, and where can people find you online?
We're on fitnessappeal.com, Facebook team, Fitness Appeal team on Facebook. #Victor Inc., our trainer, owner. Yep. He has his own Facebook account. He goes by Fitness Appeal, @Fitness Appeal. Yep. And we're located in Lawrence, Massachusetts. We're right off a highway, Interstate 495. So it's really easy to get to.
Yep. And where can people find you online?
Me, I'm at J Good Money in Instagram and Javier Gutierrez on Facebook. I'm always, just sharing stories of myself. You know what I'm saying? Just living this lifestyle that, to the fullest.
Inspiring people. I love it.
Yeah.
Well, good seeing you, man.
Yeah, likewise.
My name is Sean, and I'm the brewer here at Stone Cow Brewery.
Tell us all about it.
Stone Cow Brewery, really born out of a passion for craft beer on a farm. This is our family's dairy farm. We have 1,000 acres here. We still milk cows. We have 200 cows here on the farm. And we sort of have a symbiotic relationship with the dairy in that all the spent grains that we brew with here go to feed our cows. We're still a real working commercial dairy farm. And the brewery we started about 8 years ago, which complemented our restaurant that we started 19 years ago. And the farm is now in its 5th generation, started back 86 years ago.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So one of my favorite things to do after a race is drink beer. What are your options?
All right, today we're serving 20 different styles of beer down at the brewery, which opens up soon. Last year, we brewed about 200 different styles of beer, so we pride ourselves in trying to brew something for everybody all year round. We're open Thursday through Sunday for the entire year. And today up at the race, we're serving our Savage Summer Pale Ale, which is a hazy, juicy New England-style pale ale, brewed with citra hops. It's delicious. Great to have after a nice hot race. And we also have our Farm Wiser Light American Lager, which is one of our top-selling beers at our brewery. Yeah, exactly.
What's your favorite beer that you guys have to offer?
My favorite beer, it changes every day. So on Tuesday, it was one of our New England IPAs. Today, I've been loving our sour beers. We do everything with local. We have a lot of fruited sours at the moment and some hard seltzies, and we use only local fruit in all of those recipes. So we don't do anything with weird syrups or flavorings of some chemical flavors or anything like that. It's whenever you see fruit on our menu in a beer, it's always the real deal. All grown locally in Massachusetts is what we pride ourselves in doing. We like to think of ourselves as a farm that supports other farms.
And if someone's looking for something with a little bit less alcohol percentage, you also have kombucha too, right?
Yeah, we have we have some local kombucha that we serve from Catalyst, which is in Greenfield, Mass. But we also brew some low alcohol content beers, session beers. We have a really great Kolschan right now, German style light beer. It's an ale technically, but it's like as fresh and crisp as any lager, and it's been a crowd pleaser for us. One of our top selling and fastest selling beers that we've ever brewed.
And then final thoughts on how like Savage and Spartan come to support the event. How does it feel?
So having Savage here is huge for us in the sense that we love being ourselves on the farm and growing up on the farm. We love being outdoors people, getting up early every morning, doing something physical. And these are our people, man, that come here for Savage. At the end of the race, all these people, they just went out, they worked, they did something super hard, super challenging. And you know what they want at the end of that? They want a craft beer, just like us on the farm. We have the same outlook on life. Work hard, play hard, drink farm brewed beer.
Oh yeah, where can people find out more about you guys?
You can find out about us on our website, so stonecow.com, or anywhere in social media. We're all over the place, but we have an Instagram account and Facebook. It's just Stone Cow Brewery, and you can also just kind of follow all the mud runs. And they love coming here, and we love having these races here as well. It's sort of we just love. There's so much love between us and them and us, and we just want to hope continue this on.
Well, thanks for taking the time to talk to me. I'll see you in a couple hours for a beer, and I'll see you in a couple weeks for Spartan.
Excellent. Hope to see you.
Awesome. Thanks, man.
Yep.
All right, welcome back. And I just wanted to talk about my experience at the Savage. I meant to do an interview with Angela and Jimmy after, but we went out to lunch, and usually I bring the mic to lunch, but I must have forgotten about it. I think it's because I was distracted because my shorts were still wet, and I felt really gross, and I wanted to have my butt sit on a different chair.
And I wasn't there.
Yeah, and you weren't there too.
Right-hand man.
Yes, yeah, so there was that too. But so Angela and Jimmy both ran the regular Savage course. They went off at 8:30. I think I saw their wave go off when I first got there. Obviously, I couldn't run with them because I was there for a purpose. I was there to do interviews. But I got there and I was able to get my registration thanks to Laura. So I greatly appreciated that. And so I did a whole bunch of interviews, as you heard. And then I went out to do the Blitz course with Jimmy, and I had a really good time. So Angela didn't join us because she had a really bad blister, which is a bummer. But I kind of walked the course with Jimmy, and he was able to earn his Savage Syndicates. And for those who are unfamiliar, if you do both the regular Savage race and the Blitz in the same day, I believe, or the same calendar year, I don't know why you wouldn't want to do it in the same day, you get this very, very cool medal. Obviously, I did not earn that, but I'm looking at the Blitz medal, and that's pretty awesome looking. A little thin, but I like it a lot. And anyway, back to the course. Really fun obstacles. Some that were way too hard. The Savage Rig, I didn't have a prayer. Viva Lachey. Oh my god. I've been saying it a whole bunch of times. I can't think of it, but the Lachey obstacle. I made it across the first one, and then I kind of stopped trying. And I saw that Jimmy made it across. Like, oh, I probably should have tried harder than that. But I also didn't want to hurt myself because I'm out of shape, and that's a scary looking obstacle. I loved Chutes and Ladders. It's not taking the place as my favorite obstacle. That still goes to Anchors Away. I wish that they would bring that back. But that's a really fun obstacle where you climb you start off with a ring that goes down a horizontal pole to a ladder that you have to climb up, and then another ring down the slide. It's very, very fun and very fast. They had the Tree Hugger 2.0, which I did not like whatsoever. You're supposed to like jump on it and like climb up, and I just didn't really bother with that. I wasn't interested in that one. I think I conquered my fear with Colossus, which is big and scary, especially since if you fall on your face, like I fear it'll tear your skin off, because that the Colossus ball's been out there forever and kind of scary. But I made it up that, went down the slide, no problem. Still makes me a little nervous, but a lot of fun. Unfortunately, they still have the... You're not going to think of the name of the obstacle. The monkey bars.
Funky monkey.
That's Tough Mudder. You're calling me the wrong thing, too.
Hold on to your rod.
That's you laughed, but there's Hold Your Wood, which is also Tough Mudder. What the hell is it called?
Sawtooth?
Thank you. Sawtooth, which used to be over water, and for the past while now it's like over a field, and I got halfway, and I'm like, that's enough, and I kind of just dropped off. But then they had a double, I have no idea what the obstacle was called, a double like, Tyrolean traverse, which I made it across. I would have been pretty bummed out if I didn't make it across that one. And I don't know, I had a lot of fun on the course, as always, and we kind of walked it, because Jimmy was tired, and started to cramp up a little bit. No, but it wasn't that one. I probably could have done inversion therapy. It was just 2 traverse things. Remember there's like a rise and grind one, Polecat? Nope, they didn't have that one either. They had the balance beam one, which you typically enjoy too. That was fun. I made that across. There's a huge backup because people were nervous there. But always have a great time at Savage. It's one of my favorite courses. Slightly bummed out that I didn't do the regular course and the Blitz, but I've been having some Achilles issues for the past few weeks. No like snapping or anything, but just always sore despite stretching and everything.
This one?
But Willie? No. It's funny, I look on the website, I haven't seen a lot of those obstacles in a while, but man, do I love Savage Race, and I'm so glad I was able to make it, because I wasn't able to make it last year. What else? Gone to that course, feels like 20 times now, so I like how they changed it up a little bit more, and the festival experience was pretty good, not quite Rugged Maniac level, but a really good time. They had some people doing squat competitions, push-up competitions, all that fun stuff, keeping it lively. They had 3 to 4 food trucks, which I thought was really good to see that. And then the beer was from their local brewery, which was on site. They had a pale ale and a lager. Those were really good. And also shout out, if you go to a Savage Race, make sure, if you're planning to go the next year, which you should, make sure you get that voucher where it's like super cheap to get both races, because that is a killer deal. You don't want to miss out on that. I can't think of anything else. I'd still want to do a Savage...
Did you get ice cream?
Didn't do it. No, did do ice cream. I wanted to do a Savage staff episode, but I need to communicate with them earlier, get up there earlier, interview all the people, and try to see if I can get an extra episode out with that. But yeah, thanks again for the hospitality and everything. Yeah, thank you to everyone that took the time to talk to me both on and off the mic, and Savage Race for putting on another excellent event, specifically Jessica and Laura for getting me my registration. Appreciated that. 4 related episodes. Episode 28 was the Boston Savage Race from 2017. I think that might have been the first time they went to Boston. I was pretty excited about that because my first race was 2016 with them, I think, which I had to go to Philadelphia for, I think. Pennsylvania? Somewhere out there.
Episode 80, Savage Race Boston with Elites, and Brain Freezer 5K with Isabel Tuck. Oh man, that Brain Freezer.
Brain Freezer?
5K is the best run I've ever done in my whole life.
So good. So yeah, that's 2018. And then 2019 was episode 132, Boston Savage and Blitz with Elites and Maddie T.
Episode 228, Boston Savage Race and Blitz with Elites.
Yeah, that was episode 2. Oh, sorry. That was the year 2022. So I missed 2000. I don't think they had one in 2020. And then I missed the one in 2021. And then obviously I missed the one last year because of my race that I put on, my event that I put on. And then episode 394 was Kaylee Winsma on winning Chicago Savage Race, hybrid racing, give and take of coaching, and more. And I plugged that one because that was pretty recent. And then I also wanted to give a shout out to I'm a Spartan OCR podcast, who just had episode 196 with Cassandra Gill. And now I realize he's getting pretty close to 200 too.
Aren't we almost at 400?
Yeah. But I want to give a shout out to these guys too.
I know. I'm not saying that because, we're better than them. I'm just saying, we're also close to a milestone.
Yeah. Gotta love it. So, links down below. Would you kindly check those out?
Subscribe and follow wherever you get your podcasts. We are on almost all of the podcast players. And if we're not, give Mike a message.
Yeah, should be on all of them. You can leave us a review. It doesn't really matter all that much. More than anything, just say hi when you see us at events and share the show with a friend. Downloads would be nice because downloads have been taking a massive hit lately. Oh, also with my recap real quick. I didn't give a shout out, but I hung out with Joe
Gill
Martello.
Oh.
Yep. This is 2024. She doesn't have to take his last name. And he does photography. It was really fun talking to him. He was asking me questions about the OCR report, this and that. And he does really great work. Go and check out his Instagram.
Follow us on social media. We are on Instagram and Facebook at Obstacle Running Adventures, as well as Threads.
Yeah. You can support us over on Patreon for as little as $2, as many as $10. A great way to support the show and get behind the scenes look at all of the things, like how the show is going to change next year and whatnot. Coming up next, I think it's the New Jersey Spartan, so maybe I'll have someone on the show from that. We're not going down there to cover it or anything. Need a weekend off, and I think we're going to go sailing with your brother.
Yeah, my brother and his girlfriends know how to sail boats.
Sail! This should be fun. Kevin, do you have a joke or a quote?
I've got both. My quote is, how liberating it is to choose wholeness over perfection, to choose honesty over always being right, to choose the courage to stumble out of the shadows and go stumbling into light. And then my joke is, what is an Olympian's favorite music?
Gold, silver, I can't think of any puns. What?
Heavy metal.
Nice.
And then, why did the water polo team get kicked out of the pool?
For splashing?
Too much horseplay.
Perfect. Well, that just about wraps it up. My name is Michael Stefano.
And my name is Caitlin Brenner.
We'll talk to you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening.
If you enjoyed this episode, please be sure to subscribe to our show and write us a review on your favorite podcast app.
You can also follow us on Instagram and Facebook and connect with us there.
Most importantly, we would appreciate it if you shared an episode with a friend so we can reach more ears
and continue to effectively shine a light on the people in our sport, as well as the events that we are so passionate about.
Our intro song is Street Crew by Straight Up, and our outro music is Iron Call by The Best.
Mic test. Got blue cord plugged into the second spot. Lord have mercy on my soul. If have any more audio issues today, we'll see how it goes.
Let me throw this over here. Yeah, no problem. All right, then I gotta catch that wave after.
In front of the tent?
Sure. Well, it's all audio, so it doesn't matter too much.
Oh, it's just audio. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, perfect.